then she comes in. Tell me if you guys noticed this, ne? We're getting out alive, baby. Say she Jisoo. Like that look, you can't tell me that that's not something. But what is the association? Vacancy inside of my heart is a space that now you hold. Is that good? Tell me how to fight for now, and I'll tell you, baby. Hey, it's Karen. Welcome to my second channel where my only hope is still to make you smile. We do things a little different here. It gets weird. I'm serious. It gets loud. Again, I'm serious. But most of all, we have a lot of fun, and I break my voice quite a lot. Happy New Year to the people who who just seen my video today, and Happy New Year. So today we are doing Snowdrop episode 6 review, and before I start, I just want to say I know I have a big fat zit here, and let's just ignore it because I'm trying to, and it hurts. It actually physically hurts. It sucks. Anyway, you guys know the goal for this channel. Obviously we didn't make it, but mid-January, let's say January 15th, let's get to 500 subscribers. We're about 100 and something away. So let's just, if you're just watching, like, just click that subscribe button. Like, honestly, it's free. It's free, just click it. But if you're gonna click it, please watch my other videos. Like, it honestly means a lot to me. I released 2 videos yesterday, and I put a lot of effort in them, so if you guys could check them out and comment on them so that algorithm pushes it out. And again, if you're gonna subscribe, Snowdrop isn't gonna be here forever, so you're probably gonna still be subscribed after that. So let me know, literally, this is a new channel, just let me know what you wanna see on this channel, in terms of lifestyle, music, whatever it is, and I'll make it. Like, this is our channel. This episode was so cool. And every day I'm trying to be better with my reviews. So, I'm gonna be more organized. For those who are watching for the first time, this is the agenda. Intro, what I anticipated versus what happened, the storyline, expectations for the next episode, and an overall review, which I always say I'm gonna do, but I never do. But today, that's our point of improvement. We're gonna do that. So, sorry, that was so weird. What I anticipated versus what happened. First of all, I think I was thinking that I wanted to see whether the spies were going to be able to get out successfully because the ship had been gunned down, so I knew that immediately it was going to cause a lot of... My hair is itching me. It was going to cause a lot of tension and like confusion on like what's going on. People are going to feel betrayed and all of that. And it just is expected because like I'm like a genius, you know? It did cause a lot of tension. So I was right. They weren't able to get out successfully. If you watch the episode, you know that. I also wanted to see Suho and Jung's relationship. Jungro. I literally had perfected it. Uniro. I had perfected it. I know I get on camera, I'm messing it up. Jungro. That's amazing. I did that right. You can't tell me I said it wrong. Expecting to see her and Suho's relationship unfolding a little bit more. Obviously it wasn't going to be drastic given the environment, and it did. I feel like it, in its own special way, it did, which we'll talk about once we get to the storyline. So that expectation was fulfilled. Do you guys see how I'm going through these motions in a very like structured manner, hey? Like, I'm improving. Yeah, okay. I broke it. We're doing so well. Okay. Okay. So the end scene of episode 5, which is the preview of episode 6, where she goes, when she was angry and saying like he's a stupid communist and stuff. I wanted to see what was that, and then where he was facing the gun at her. I wanted to see what was gonna go on and what prompted that. That was my expectation. It was fulfilled. We're gonna talk about it in the storyline, which is coming up now. So those were my expectations. Honestly, I didn't have any crazy expectations. I just feel like the story is gonna unfold a little bit more slowly. You guys know my format, from what I figured, was since it's a 2-episode per my hands are always like since it's a 2 episode per week. I always say the first episode is probably going to be a little more slower, building. Then the second episode, which is going to be out tomorrow, is going to be, which I feel like that's the format it's following. So I wasn't really disappointed at all. I liked it. I watched these days. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I realized maybe I'll make a video on this. I've been addicted to this little thing over here. My screen time was through the roof. It was about like 11 hours average daily, which is just concerning. When I asked my friends what their screen times were, it was about a half of that. So I said, no. And I also realized it was falling into my K-drama, just anything that I watched. Like I couldn't really watch without picking up my phone. You guys know if you're watching K-dramas, you need to see those subtitles. And so I feel like I was getting really slow with picking it up. So what I've been doing is putting my phone away, turning it off when I watch when I watch anything. So really being able to do that today, I was able to really think each thing through and really enjoy the slowness of the episode, enjoy every bit of the episode. So I like it. I feel like moving forward, if I just continue that, I feel like I'll be able to provide more in-depth reviews. That was a completely different side note, but I just wanted to let you know. I liked the episode and I feel like I understood things more. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry. The next thing is what then was the storyline? Obviously, we're still in the same setting, the university. The betrayal has happened. The spies are supposed to leave, and then they get ambushed. They're like, okay, what the hell is going on? This ain't it. This ain't on. This is not what we wanted to. This is not what we had planned. So now they have a whole bunch of questions, because I feel like Suho knew that, you know, he's kind of piecing it together. He's like, obviously, my dad had arranged for, you know, us to be able to get out safely, but we're not getting out safely. So somebody has been betrayed, and he's not sure if the dad knows. So he picks up on that, makes the call, and says, hey, what the hell's going on? And, you know, he's trying to find a way basically to get people he spies out safely without killing people. He's a good guy, I feel like. And so that's where we're at. And what else happened? In terms of the storyline, he finds out eventually that Jung-ro, who she is, and who the father is. And this is what they're trying to prevent the entire time. Like, these spies find out who she really is and who's in there. They're gonna be screwed, because that's a huge leverage point, you know? And so that happens right towards the end. But let's not get there. And then, let me see, I was doing so well and now I'm getting distracted, so let's focus. What do we want to talk about? So after the betrayal, these guys say, let's kill everybody. You know, this guy's just saying, like, everybody on both ends is like, the mission has been failed. These guys are saying, let's kill everybody. Now, Suho's father's no longer in control. So this is what had me, like, tripping. I was scared, because I was like, now I thought he had, like, some superpower, like he was the big guy in North Korea. But, like, I was really shocked at the fact that, like, now he's being ousted. I guess it's like a party kind of thing where he's being ousted. And now he's fearing for his son's life, because he's like, I have no power over what could happen to my son and those spies, because these guys are as ruthless as hell. They're like, they failed the mission, so kill them all. Which I thought was kind of messed up. That's not how you do things, you know? That's not cool. Like, don't do that. But also, at the same time, the other party, the ANSPQR, is saying, kill them all. And now we have these two contrasting people, you know, Jung-ro's father and the other guy who just wants to become president or just wants that money. He has nothing. He cares for nothing except, like, getting that election happening. And this guy's like, we need to protect our sons, our daughters. So I feel like the only thing that's keeping the spies and these university students from, you know, getting screwed over is that conflict there, because if they were both in agreement, everybody would be screwed. But then, you know, Suho asked for the doctor to come in. This is what I actually want to talk about. Suho asked for the doctor to come in, né? And it seemed very clear, you know, that other guy was like, you know what, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna try to kill them. She says, no, not gonna kill them, but I'll do something that will, you know, put them at a disadvantage long enough for you guys to do what you need to do. Fine and fair, everything's going smooth. These guys bring in the gun. You guys watch the whole thing. I'm not gonna talk about that. This is what I want to talk about. And she's ready to do her thing. When she saw Suho, hopefully I can put the picture here. When she saw Suho, did you not think that these guys knew each other? Not only, I don't know if it was, what I couldn't figure out, first of all, was it romantic? Like, was it a romantic, like, past kind of thing? Or was it political, like party related? Do you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. At first I thought, obviously they know each other from something. And I was gearing towards it being like maybe a romantic, a long lost partner, something like that. Until when it was like when she walked in and she saw the guy who was injured. I don't know what the look she had was. Was the look she had is either one or two things from what I gathered. Look one, these are my people. Like she might have been involved with the North in some way, shape, or form. And now her priorities are kind of, what was that? Her priorities are kind of like screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like she might do something where she's going to betray the South and side with the North. That's the one thing I thought. Second, it could have just been like everybody's panicking, everybody's out of the room. This is my opportunity to do what I was asked to do. I don't know. That's something that really had me thinking in this episode. So you guys tell me what you thought about the doctor. Obviously she knew Suho. Like that look, you can't tell me that that's not something. But what is the association? What are you guys' predictions? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's something that had me thinking. That was a major point for me and a major thing that I noticed. Another thing is now that before I touch on Suho and Youngro, the girl, I'm forgetting her name, the Oak. I kind of felt sorry for her. You know, I told you in the previous episode that I hated her. You know, I didn't like her much, and she sucks, and she's an ass, and I don't care what happens to her. She's just like her, whatever. Man, this is what I love about K-dramas though. Like I feel like because K-dramas are so long, they have this thing where like you can kind of there we go. It's that time of the episode again where my head just stops working. Okay. They have this thing where it's every character, I think it shows real humanness, where you can't just hate somebody and always hate them. You know, you still can hate them, but you learn to understand them. And I feel like her past now getting revealed in the sense where she was sleeping, and then you got to see like her taking care of her parents. I think that's what the scene was really meaningful. Like I kind of feel sorry for her. I get where she's coming from. Like I feel like a lot of us put in her situation, as much as I hate her actions, would react in a very similar manner. Like you feel like life has been very unfair to you. And why? Like you were just born into it, and then you're surrounded by people who are born into seemingly better positions, and you're like, how is this fair? Like that somebody's life is more valuable than mine because I was just born in the wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And so you might act out. There's a signal that I talk too damn much. My memory ended. But what I was gonna say is you might act out of jealousy. You might act out of, you know, envy and just self-preservation and just wondering like, so much pestered, like built up anger. So I feel like that scene was necessary, and also Miss P having suggested her was, again, it shows why Miss P is like one of my favorite characters, because it's just like, as much as, you know, it seemed like she cared a little less about her, it showed that like she does have a heart. She's like one of those strict parents that you're like, you don't love me, but they do. They just show it in a different way. Anyway, that's something that I just wanted to add. Stretch break. I love how you love to hate me. Kinda sad how you always been like that. You see me making moves and you don't like that. Na 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 splish splash, swish, splash. Negative day. The end scene of Jung telling Suho who she is. Uh-oh. Big revelation to him. And I didn't know what to make of like his reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that smile of he's like, what is he? Is it a moment of realization that, oh, we're getting out alive, baby? You know, I know the answer. I know how to get us out of here. I know exactly what to do. Or was it something else? Was it a moment of relief that now he can keep her safe and justify that keeping her safe with saying like, oh, of course we have to keep her alive because that's our like, you know, negotiating point. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you guys tell me what you thought about that. I feel like that was a huge thing and I want to see what's gonna happen. Now we're going into what I anticipate for the next episode. Do you see now we're kind of making sense of all these things? Anticipation for the next episode. Not as smooth of a transition, but we're trying. I want to see what that reaction meant. Like, obviously now he knows that he's got a leverage, is that the word? He's got leverage, and that's her. And now he can justify not being able to kill her because he's like, this is our bargaining point, this is our ticket out, right? But also, there's been a lot of growing suspicion from his comrade, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can see that he's definitely much kinder to her than to anyone else, and there's already too much friction going on with, you know, the fight that they had in the kitchen or whatever. So that's gonna cause a lot of problems in the next episode. I'm almost 100% sure of that. You guys will come back and see I'm a genius. Like, we've established this now. And like, on top of that, the detective Gangmu's, the lady detective Gangmu's little lover, she's gonna cause problems because she's irrational with trying to save him, and so she knows that he's in room 203. There's a gun that's involved, that's in there. There's too many people. There's too many people with too many conflicting interests in that university right now. So it's gonna cause a lot of problems, and I feel like she's gonna do something stupid, and it's gonna cause havoc. I really don't want the other comrade, Ulchul, something like that. I'm remembering the spelling, but I don't know how it was saying. Ulchul, like the other guy who's injured and is like onion, like he's the one who's being treated. I really don't want him to die. That would break my heart. Like, he's such a sweetheart. He was just like, I don't want, like, this is nothing, this is no pain, but at the same time he's flinching like for dear life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, this is not, hey, I've been through worse. But like, you can see he's just trying to be tough and he's loyal to the bone. So I want to see what transpires from that. And obviously I want to see if the doctor's going to betray the South and do something for the North. I'm really tempted to think that's what's going to happen. And I know Jung is not going anywhere now. And I want to just continue to see what's next. Yeah, that's it for this review. We started off good. We ended off bad. We're going to end it off great. Overall review, I'd give it an 8. 8. Because I never give things 10 unless I was really painfully blown away. This is a great filler. I feel like an episode like this, you can't give it a 10. You can't give it a 10. But you can give it an 8, which is good. So you guys tell me what you rate it as. Question of the day will be listed below because I need to think about that. I never thought about that. Please answer it. And give this a huge like. Push it out. Let the algorithm push it out. I love you. Okay? Happy New Year. For you, but risk it